Assalamu alaikum, I am Shaima and this is Rvision News. UN Special Reporter Yang Hee visited refugee camps in Bangladesh. To free Rohingya from Saudi detention, desperate Rohingya women protested in Yang Hee's visit. Indian police arrest Rohingya group stuck at Bangladesh border. UN Special Reporter on the Human Rights Situation in Burma, Ms. Yang Hee visited Rohingya makeshift camps in Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh on 21st January in her 4-day visit to Bangladesh. Involving to fulfill her mandate, despite the Burmese government's refusal to work with her, Ms. Yang Hee is in her 4-day visit to refugee camps to see the suffering Rohingya across the camps. In her visit, lingering Rohingya welcomed and thanked Ms. Yang Hee for her struggle in reporting Rohingya's genocide and for her consecutive visit to refugee camps in Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh. Burmese government's systematic persecution have expelled Rohingya from Arakan, which started in 1942, then 1978, 1991, and then finally in 2016 and 2017 persecutively. Since then till today, Rohingya's land and properties are being confiscated and are being made as illegal immigrants by imposing an invalid citizenship rule in 1982 that discredited the Rohingya people from their native status. In continuance to these ongoing sufferings, Rohingya pleaded her to inform to the international communities for justice. Besides the ongoing situation, Rohingya in the camps also expressed their thankfulness for the INGOs and Bangladesh government, who since the beginning of their arrival assisted them with immediate humanitarian needs and provide them a safe place. In meeting with her, they explained about the insufficiency of food ration, their apartheid shelters, lack of proper education and health services that have worsened their conditions. Despite continuous suffering, Rohingya said that they want to be apartheid to their original place and home as soon as possible with international protection after assuring their life guarantee as well. The special reporter is visiting Bangladesh from 20 to 24 January, and in her initial day, she held a talk about the Rohingya situation to the Bangladesh Foreign Minister. Following her visit, the human rights expert will present a report to the Human Rights Council in March 2019. In Ms. Yang Hee's visit to the makeshift Rohingya camps, thousands of Rohingya women held a peaceful protest in demand of freeing their detained relatives from Al-Sumaisi detention center of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and to stop their forceful deportation to Bangladesh on 22nd January. Dozens of Rohingya women held banners printed with Ms. Yang Hee's picture and UNHCR logo to demand the release of their detained relatives in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. The protest was held in Camp Number 5 of Kutupalong makeshift camp in front of Ms. Yang Hee. Most of the detained Rohingya have families in camps and in Saudi Arabia as well, who are directly affected by the detention of their male members and are suffering both financially and emotionally since then. Since late November 2018, Rohingya detained in Saudi detention have been forcefully deported to Bangladesh after a period of 4 to 5 years in detention. The first batch of deported Rohingya was not detained in Bangladesh, but the second batch of 13 Rohingya was detained once again in Bangladesh with document forgery cases. These Rohingya entered Saudi Arabia with possible documents from their neighboring country as they are denied citizenship in their own country just to save themselves from state-sponsored violence in 2012. Another set of Rohingya women were also spotted in a different makeshift camp in demand of their deserved rights as a refugee. Police in India's northeastern state of Tripura have arrested 31 Rohingya who were fleeing a recent crackdown by India's Hindu nationalist government. The group, which included 16 children and 6 women, was arrested on Tuesday after it was denied entry into Bangladesh, and border officials from the two nations failed to agree on what to do with them. India regards the Muslim-majority Rohingya as illegal aliens and has ordered that tens of thousands of them who live in scattered settlements and slums around the country be identified and repatriated to Burma. As many as 1,300 Rohingya have crossed into Bangladesh from India in a fear of deportation to Buddhist-majority Myanmar sparked an exodus. The latest group crossed the barbed wire fences along the Indian part of the border at Rayamura in West Tripura district, but Bangladesh border guards stopped them from entering their region. The group had spent the last 4 days stranded in no man's land between India and Bangladesh, which hosts the world's largest refugee camp of over 1 million Rohingya fleeing persecution in Burma. Officials said the arrested Rohingya were brought before a court in Tripura's capital Agartala, which put them in 14-day judicial custody. Thank you for watching Rvision News. To know more, visit our website rvisiontv.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.